Great. Okay. Hi. So I'm Gage, and that's my website, which is impossible to remember. So I'll show this slide at the end if you want to write it down. My work is really hard for me to talk about because I do a lot of different things. But if I was to break it down into two categories, it would sort of be art that looks at interaction as a way to forward conceptual discourse. So making objects or things online that the interaction with them makes people want to think and talk about them, or talk about aspects of them or concepts or whatever I'm trying to get out with the art. And then the other part is sort of looking at interaction from just a raw interaction standpoint, and that tends to lead towards things like games and iPhone stuff. So part of this talk will be about the first part, and then part of it will be about the second part. But I only have 15 minutes, and I'm already on shaky ground with this theory of explaining everything, so I'm just going to go. So as Zach showed, this is lose-lose, which is very hard to see in this light, but that's all right. This is a game that I made last September, and probably the thing that I'm best known for, which is a little bit weird. But basically what it is it's like Space Invaders. You have a ship at the bottom, and aliens come down, and you can shoot them if you want to. But where it differs is that all the aliens that are coming down, their appearance in the game, and their behavior, and the amount of health they have, all those things are created out of files on your computer, which has been done. But what is tricky about it is that when you kill those aliens, it actually deletes the file on your computer that they're based on. And it tells you that when you start, there's like a big warning, and so it's not a surprise. And also, if you lose, the application deletes itself, and then you have to download it again if you want to play it. So you would think that no one would play it. But this is a piece of paper in 8-point font in an installation in a gallery, and it goes up 19 feet to the ceiling and more down to the floor, and it's a list of everybody who's ever played the game and what their score is. And if you add them all up, it's close to 17,000 files that Lose-Lose has deleted, which is crazy. And I have a lot of theories about why it is that people would play this. Basically, the idea with the software was it was kind of a response to a lot of things that have been made like 10 years ago. There's an artist called Ido Stern, and he made this project called Tekken Torture Tournament, which was this really beautiful project where people played Tekken, and they had these shock things on their arms, and when they got hit in the game, they would get shocked, which would make it harder to actually play the game. And it was this really nice project, even though it was very visceral, because it was sort of saying that these things that are happening in this virtual space are extending into our lives in this meaningful way, and in that it was getting shocked. And so my thought with this project was sort of to look at that project and say, yeah, 10 years ago we maybe needed